In accordance with the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, this channel is not to be viewed by children under the age of 13. Viewer discretion is advised. Hey everybody, Dragon King Mark here, and welcome back to Let's Play Shadowrun Dragonfall Director's Cut, Part 39. Last we left off, after the assault on the Cruise Bazaar and learning about what's guarding the Heartfield Manor, the AI called Apex, we did just a little bit of shopping and some, checking up on people, counting any dead. Well, we found out from Altu that, Kami and Goldschmidt are both gone. And when we talked to Absinthe, we kind of got some information about some kind of interdimensional horrors. I don't know what that was all about, but I have a pretty bad feeling things are about to get a lot more intense than we thought. And after talking with everyone, making sure everybody was okay, we decided to go on the run to take out Apex. Let's go. Medical supplies, equipment. Oh. A huge orc in ragged combat fatigue steps forward to meet you. He walks with the swollen bravado of a man who's used to getting what he wants. One of his meaty arms jerks up, hand held upright in a universal sign for stop. The other clutches a bulky assault rifle. The orc inspects you. His body language is decidedly unfriendly. You don't look like a magnifiker. You're not one of us, and I'm guessing you ain't here for the hub either. So tell me, who are you and what's your interest in this building? I need to get into the basement, it's important. Oh, it's important, you say? He makes a sweeping gesture in the direction of the building behind him. The other assorted toughs behind him smile. Well, by all means, go on in. You're being sarcastic. Ha, you're a sharp one. He smiles at you, revealing a mouth filled with jagged teeth. This building's under our biter protection. We can't let you just waltz in and shoot up the place. I'm not planning on shooting anything, not unless I have to. Yeah, well, I can't exactly take that at face value. Look, it'd be better for everybody if you just turn back. We don't want to fight you, but we can't risk letting an unknown player into this. He pauses for a moment to search for the right words. Situation right now. Maybe I can help you out of your situation? Well, that puts a different spin on things. He pauses for a moment to consider. You look like you can handle yourself. We could probably use you if you'd be willing to help. There'd even be some money in it for you. But if not, well, the assault rifle on his hand shifts position slightly. That's a different conversation. What do you want us to do? Gloria's tone is neutral, her posture relaxed, but a glint of lamplight on steel tells you that the razors on her fingertips have slipped from their housings. Ulrich doesn't seem to notice. We're having some trouble with the local mage gang, the magnifiers? Oh, magnifiers! Oh, that explains it. The orc turns his head and spits. They attacked us without warning, took up in our building, and kicked us out into the street. Me and my boys, we're the rightful protectors of this block. The assholes that screwed us, they've got the building buttoned up pretty tight. We can't get in there to make things right, but maybe you can. If you can enter the building and do some damage to those dread-eating magnifiers, the arbiters will be willing to pay you. 200 million per kill. You bring me back their amulets, you get paid. How's that sound? Gloria raises an eyebrow. You'll call shift. You know the timetable we're working on. 200 million ain't bad, but from where I'm standing, it looks like you need my help. And that tells me that you can do better. Fine. 250 per head, but that's my final offer. Aight, works for me. Good. Yeah, this will work. Gloria gives you a small nod. The blades slide back into her fingertips with a click. Need anything else, or are you ready to go crack some skulls? Who am I? I want to know who I'm working for. I'm Ulrich, leader of the Berlin chapter of the Arbiters. We're a poly club, small but growing. We serve the people of the working class. The Protect them from the parasites that would exploit them. Not a fan of the F-state then? Anarchy is not the solution to the people's problems. Do what thou wilt is a policy that rewards only the powerful. The working class get trampled. A strong, people-centered communist movement is the only way to protect the interests of the common man. Give us a few years and that's exactly what we're gonna be. On the one hand, I kind of respect that. I had a feeling it was gonna be for the working class. I knew when he said working class, I'm like, oh god, he's communist. On the other hand, giving at least benefits to, like, light socialism, I guess, would be a better option. But I get your point. I mean, for the working class, like, you definitely need to make sure that they're looked after. They're literally the backbone. I want to know about what I'm going up against. Tell me about the Magnifikers. A gang of parasites. They think that their magical talents make them better than everyone else. Because of that, they feel entitled to take whatever they want. Spoken literally every mage in every freaking genre I've ever met. I mean, if you've seen the Faith series, you'll understand that. Up until recently, they've been content with pulling pranks and stealing purses. Childish jerk, but they were basically harmless. And their new leader took over. Calls himself Trithemius. But I remember when he was just a skinny little prick named Yuri. He lets out a derisive snort. Should've kept a better eye on him. The guy should have stomped him flat when he started putting on airs. Would have saved everyone a heap of trouble. Probably can see that. Prometheus took over the Magnifikers, militarized them, and convinced them that they could take us. Next to the almost surprised they actually managed to do it. Bjork folds his arms across his burly chest. Any day now we're gonna show him exactly how bad an idea it was. I think I'll start by breaking Yuri's neck. You look pretty dug in out here. How long do you intend to man the trenches? We'll be out here as long as it takes. We'll take our building back one way or another. For over 3 years we protected that place. We held it for the people to do with as they pleased. Kept it safe from parasites and exploiters. Everything was cool until those Drexel Magnifikers sucker punched us. No negotiation, no warning. They just turned on us out of the blue. Brought a couple dozen spirits down on our heads. I didn't even know that they were under attack. We were under attack until the water in my bathtub snaked up and tried to drown me. Most of us got out alive, but we've been stuck out here ever since. Just give us some time, though. We'll take the building back. We'll starve them out if we have to. And when we do, those scrawny bastards are gonna pay. Anything I should know about the building before I head inside? You'll probably see some burnouts floating around the ground floor. They're all there for the hub. It's like some kind of church or something. A guy called Parson runs it. Between you and me, they're all batshit crazy. Not dangerous, just nuts. Why'd you keep them around at all then? Because a lot of them are rich. They paid a direct loaf in rent and we redistribute that wealth to the common man. Let me guess, you define yourselves as the common man? Do you see a tie around my neck, pal? Do I look like a corporate stooge to you? We are friends of the people, and we are the people. Don't you dare question it. Just one more thing. I need to get into the basement. Anything you can do that help me out? Basement? What could you possibly want to go down there for? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. You'd be surprised what I'll believe. Try me. Alright. I need to stop a killer AI so I can rescue an elderly scientist from a ghost dragon. The future of Berlin could be at stake. You're right. I don't believe you. You're either lying or you're crazy. And crazy has its uses. Alright, I'll get you into that basement, but it'll cost you. Yeah, of course it will. Dietrich sneers. Another bush league extortionist trying to milk us for cash. You got the wrong idea. I don't need Nubian friend. What I need is Trithemius head on a fucking platter. Problem is, he's holed up somewhere in the building and we don't know where. Best guess, he's on somewhere upstairs in the room with no exterior windows. Somewhere, probably someplace close, he stashed the power coupling for the elevator. He pulled it to keep us from getting access to the guns we stashed in the basement. So, you find and kill Trithemius, grab the coupling out of his apartment, and bring me that stupid amulet he's always wearing so I'll know he's dead. He cracks a grin. Then, I'll give you the control chip I pulled from when we had to fall back. Slot them both back into the elevator and it'll take you straight to the basement. Alright, I'll see what I can do. Good. Just remember, no amulet, no basement. Now go on through and show that little prick what it means to screw with the Arbiters. Man, I really wish we could get access to this. Alright, let's go in. Parson. The attendant behind the counter is an uncommonly fine-featured dwarf with a beatrific smile. A yellow ID tag pinned to his chest announces his name in large blocky letters. Parson. He looks at you and raises a hand in greeting. Oh god, he does look uncommonly fine-featured. Welcome to the hub, brother. Are you here to share in the splendor of communion? If so, I can show you an empty terminal. What do you do here? I'm the custodian of the hub. I tend to the bodies of our brothers and sisters while they share in the rapture of communion. Might you be interested? Tell me more. Communion is a spiritual experience, friend, available to all for a small donation. He gestures to the banks of terminals lining the walls. The hub acts as the core of the communion. Those who jack into it are in turn linked to one another, daisy-chained together at the brainstem. Race, gender, social class, all of the artificial barriers of empathy that we constructed as a culture. Communion strips them all away. It is a monument to the great truth that so many of us deny, that we are all the same at the core. Imagine it, friend. Dozens of individual minds all tied together to a single cohesive whole, sharing in a collective subconscious connected through the hub. Parson raises his hand in supplication. Join with us and feel your limitations fall away. Alright, I'm game. Where do I jack in? Wonderful. You may use any available terminal in the other room. Now, we may discuss your donation. Sorry, my friend misspoke. We can't do this right now. It just pulls you aside. Are you crazy, boss? You can't plug your hand into that thing. Don't you remember what happened to Monica and Winters? All at once, Parson's face goes blank. The benevolent smile dies away and he begins to speak in a monotone. The hub is currently closed for routine maintenance. Please come back again later. Parson, are you okay? The blank expression remains for a moment, and then, just like that, it's gone. The familiar, peaceful smile returns. Oh, yes, hello. The hub is currently off limits. It must have slipped my mind. I'm so sorry that I didn't mention it earlier. Parson's expression changes. You see confusion bordering on panic. He shakes it off a moment later. Is there anything I can do for you? Ask the questions about you and local gang activity. He nods. We do seem to have more than our fair share. Very well, I'll answer your questions. Should I be worried about the gang war that seems to be gearing up around us? While you remain in the hub, you have nothing to fear. We pay well for the use of this place, and neither gang would risk driving us away. And the rest of the building? He spirits his hands. If you choose to go exploring, I can't guarantee your safety. What can you tell us about the Arbiters? Parson lets out a heavy sigh. A pack of snarling animals dressed up as a poly club. I'd steer clear of them if I were you. Their ideology is loosely based on neo-communist movements from the past. In truth, I think they just copied a few pages from an old Red Army faction handbill without ever bothering to learn what they meant. For all the rhetoric, the Arbiters are just another street gang. They shout for the sake of the shouting. There's no real conviction there. If you came from outside, you probably bumped into their leader, a huge orc who calls himself Ulrich. He could seem reasonable, but I'd give him a wide berth. One more note. If I were you, I'd avoid being seen with the magnifiers. The Arbiters take shots at members of the Mage Gang whenever they see them. If you're not careful, you could find yourself caught in the crossfire. I'm looking for a Trithemius. Any idea where I could find him? The smile fades from the Parson's face. Trithemius is a dangerous man. Why do you ask? I have business with him. Private business. He studies your face for a moment, then nods. Fair enough. Trimethes is almost certainly upstairs, hidden away from the outside world. I wouldn't advise going after him, but if your mind is made up, I suppose I can't change it. Yes, I can tell you how to find him, but I will need something for you in return. Yeah, of course you will. Saw that coming. Butt size. Tell us what you need. A pair of squatters on the second floor ripped the guts out of one of my terminals. They have taken the data jack signal converter, and the terminal will be out of commission until I get back. A single damaged terminal may not sound like much, but trust me, the entire experience of communion has been diminished by this act of vandalism. I believe that I know what the squatters are responsible. Their leader's name is Janet. She is a decker of some skill. I don't know what she has planned for my parts, but I do know that this situation will not stand. I cannot allow another terminal to be damaged. So you want us to deal with them for you? Yes, but not with violence. I want you to talk to them and convince them to bring me back my components. Do this and I'll let you get to Trithemius. Deal? Sounds straightforward enough. Excellent. It's a deal then. Can you tell me anything about this building? Beyond the hub, there isn't much to speak of. There's a small shop down the hall if you're hungry or in need of some basic supplies. He shrugs and offers you an apologetic smile. And that's about it, I'm afraid. What about the upper levels? Those are floors above us, of course, but you're unlikely to find anything of value up there. Just the domiciles of the faithful and the magic fighters who have taken charge of the building. I would steer clear of them if I were you. I need to get down to the basement. That would be difficult. The stairway leading down to the basement sublevels have been blocked, and the elevator has been sabotaged. It stopped working at the same time as the arbiters were driven from the building. As we discussed, if you recover my stolen property, I will tell you how to find Trithemius. Otherwise, you could try your luck with Ulrich out front, but I wouldn't recommend it. I don't need anything else, thanks. He inclines his head. Come back anytime. Okay. Little store. Carl. The man behind the counter looks tired. His lids are heavy and his eyes are bloodshot. Welcome to Carl's General Store. What can I do for you? I need some info. He rubs his eyes and does his best to shake himself awake. Yeah, what do you want to know? What's the layout of this place like? He pauses for a moment, gathering his thoughts. When the words come, they're slow as molasses. Well, you're on the first floor. That's the hub and my shop. The second floor has mostly been converted into makeshift apartments for the people to live in. A gang squats up there at the Magnifikers. Dangerous people. Let's stay away from them. The third floor is mostly housing too. Lots of Parsons communion crazies live up there. The Magnifikers have a squat up there too. He leans in and lowers his voice in a conspiratorial whisper. I'm pretty sure their main crib is up there too. Don't know exactly where. What do you know about the Magnifikers? They don't care about much aside from their own magic. Whole world's one big magical pissing contest to them. Always trying to summon bigger and better spirits. Dangerous stuff, man. Must be tough having to live down here with all that going on over your head. It ain't easy. They charge less in protection than the arbiters did, but they don't care about keeping anything even approaching the order. They just hide out in their clubhouse, get high, and summon spirits that terrorize and kill people up on the third floor. Shakes his head. Poor bastards. What do you know about the arbiters? Bunch of tough guys. They took a big cut of my sales and the protection money, all in the name of the working class. Funny, last time I checked, I was one of the working class. In fact, I'm the only one who's working in this whole damn building. He spreads his arms, a hopeless look on his face. But at least they kept some form of law. Muggings and assaults were rare, and they didn't let murderous spirits run loose on the upper floors, so you know, take the good with the bad. That's all I need to know. Okay, so like, you want to buy something? Yeah, let's see. Oh, not bad. Always buy a trauma kit, just in case. Alright, let's go and try to see if we can get access to the stairs. Looks like both walls gave way and they took the roof with them. The entire hallway is blocked with debris. I think it's the second floor? So what have I been doing? Not really a whole lot. Mostly been gaming. Oh crap. Oh good, target practice. Crap. Kill the mage. Nice. Alright, glory. So yeah, I've mostly just been gaming. I got a couple of new games. City of Brass, Mulaka, Submerged, and also, I think, if I remember correctly, it was also... What was it? Sorry, I'm trying to remember. forgot what it was, but I'm definitely trying to remember what it was now. I got like a couple of games, like most of them were $1.99, but a few of them were relatively pricey. Oh yeah, Legend of K Anniversary Edition. I mean, I already have Legend of K on PS3, but getting on PS4 means I could probably have access to it for later use. Like, you know, streaming. Oh crap. Other than that, really, not a whole lot's been going on with me. I am glad, though, that we're able to basically, you know, I am just happy that I can finally get some nuke stuff. Alright. Ooh, that had to hurt. That really had to hurt. So other than like getting some new games, all in all, I'm really excited to try some of this new stuff I'm gonna get, maybe to stream one day. I mean, it always hurts not to have. It always hurts to have, you know, more than just, well, like another game just in case. Got him. Let's see. All right, the amulets. I mean, I'm really curious about Legend of K, though. I mean, I haven't played it in a while. Spellbooks? Powerball. Ooh. I doubt Dietrich will be able to need it, but I could probably sell some of this. Yeah, I can go to Algernon and sell it. You could probably take some of it. Filthy drawers. Ew. Old dresser. It's rather nice to finally get some new games and stuff. I also found out that apparently City of Brass was made. The communion speaks and we listen. Give yourself willingly, join us and be rewarded. I wonder if their communion is Apex. The communion must flourish. The communion must grow. Definitely sounds like Apex. On the dresser is a scrap of paper with Shark Tank scribed on it. We are one through the communion. Join us and all will be one together. Shark Tank. I wonder. I've actually been playing a bit of Kingdom Hearts the remix. The 1.5, 2.5 remix. Nothing in there. Might be on the 3rd floor. Somewhere here. Franz? A group of metahumans huddles together, their eyes wide with terror. Many of them have scraps and bruises and a few more serious injuries. Clothes are tattered and stained. As you approach, a disheveled-looking middle-aged man steps forward, placing himself between you and the main group. His gray hair is badly matted, and a pair of battered reading glasses hang from the bridge of his nose. Who are you, may I ask, and what are you doing here? Shift. And you are? My name's Franz. These are my friends. And my wife. We all live together. Well, we used to live together up on the 3rd floor. Do you know anything about the hackers over by the stairs? Janet, you mean? Of course we know her. She and her bitheads control the only matrix hookup in this dump. Thankfully, she allows us to use her uplink. It's only by her generosity that we've been able to provide for ourselves at all. She's kept us from having to rely on Parson and his wacko religion, thank God. He leans forward to you and lowers his voice. By the way, friend, you don't want to plug into those communion drones. I've seen you too many times. People jack into the huddle when they come back out, they're different. It's creepy, and it's wrong. I need to get in there. Do you know the password? Yeah, well, yeah, I do. If you help us, I'll tell you. What kind of help do you need? What we need is to get back home to our apartment on the next floor, but we can't do anything while those spirits at the magic fight are summoned or terrorizing the place. If you take care of them, if you clear the path for us to return home, I'll give you the password that you'll need to start to speak with Janet. Alright? I'll let you know when it's safe. Thank you so much. Do you know where the Magic Fiker hideout is? I can help you there. We used to see a lot of Magic Fikers up on the 3rd floor, but I never wanted to get too close to them. You wanna know where their hideout is? I'd ask Parson. Maybe step outside and ask Ulrich. Not that you'll likely to get far either with those nutcases. You used to live upstairs? Yeah, until about a week ago. Then the Magic Fiker's pets moved in and we had to run for our lives. Spirits, you mean? He nods, a look of pure misery on his face. They're always summoning the damn things. Last week, they lost control of a handful. Before we knew what was happening, they were running wild in our living room. We tried to protect ourselves, but we were no match for him. He shakes his head, a haunted look on his face. We had no choice but to leave everything behind. We've been scraping by down here ever since. Franz takes a moment to collect himself. When he speaks, he sounds more composed. At least Janet is letting us use our Matrix hub link. We can still afford to feed ourselves thanks to her. Janet? I need to talk with her. Could you introduce us? He looks over you, paying special attention to your gear. Finally, he nods. Tell you what, if you can take care of those rogue spirits, if you clear a path for us to return home, I'll give you the password you'll need to speak. Speak with Janet. Alright? You know when it's safe again. Thank you very so much. Clear out the spirits in the 3rd floor apartments. I'm gonna have to rename this episode. Instead of Apex Rising, it'll probably just be gang warfare. I mean, we just cleared out a bunch of those guys already in that floor, and we do need to go ahead and kill Yuri, or Trithemius, I guess. Oh, sweet God, that thing is ugly. Magnifiker Free Spirit. Blitz, I'm gonna need your backup here. Yeah, we have enough AP now. Dang, I thought that was gonna work. Dang, I really thought that was gonna work. Nice. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Okay, thank God for that. Right, we're gonna have to go ahead and start clearing out spirits. Taking control of the drone. Other than that, I'm really curious about what games to honestly try out now. I mean, I got Onimusha Warlord. That's gonna be definitely a lot of fun to try again. I haven't been it, honestly. So I'm a little curious now to see how that goes. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Thank God that the cover blocked it. Well, at least we're still gonna be hit with acid, but at the very least it won't be as bad. Got him. Let's move up Blitz. I thought we weren't gonna be we'd need Blitz for this. I mean, since we're gonna be taking on an AI. This is surprisingly a lot tamer than I thought. Oh boy. Well, he's immune to bleed. Let's go cover Glory. was surprised that didn't work. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Good thing we have that. Good thing we got the dragon slayer on our side. Pop blitz here. How did that? I mean, at the very least, even though it's immune to bleed damage, it's still at least better than nothing. Nice. This won't take long. Now we're just gonna put Max up. Draw its attention. If we have healing. Actually, I have the healing. Glory. Actually, I got most of the healing. Glory does too, but Sheba did I get a healer. All in all, today's a really nice day, honestly. All right, he's dead. Three damage. Not a whole lot, but at least it did something. Great. I'm confused. Oh wait, no, that wasn't me, that was Blitz. Sorry, Blitz. Today's basically a pretty chill day, honestly. Just a little relaxing right now. I mean, other than, you know, gaming, I mean, like, not really a whole lot. There is also the whole thing going on with, oh, thank God, the apartments have been cleared out. I mean, there's really a whole lot going on with, like, oh, Mickey. Dietrich, I really think you should at least carry a medkit on you at all times. And a barrel trauma kit. We're up on the 3rd level. Maybe we could take out Trimetheus? We got company! Blast them! Sorry, pal, you are not getting out of here alive. I'll admit, I look pretty good in this outfit. Door console. High-pitched, squeaky voice shrieks out from the intercom. Go away! I won't let any spirits in here! You can't hurt me behind my door! No, you can't! If I were a spirit, would I be using the intercom? The voice becomes calmer and lowers in pitch. Huh. I guess I never heard of a spirit using an intercom before. That's a really good point. Are you here to save me? No worries, there aren't any spirits out here, so it's safe to open the door. There's a long pause. Alright, I'm gonna let you in, but be cool, okay? I mean that, no funny stuff. You hear a great deal of fumbling on the other side of the door. Finally, the lock unlatches with a click. I can't believe that worked. Yeah. Me either. Communionist. The man waiting on the other side of the door is wide-eyed and bedraggled. It looks as almost as he hasn't eaten in weeks. There's almost no flesh on his bones. His beard is long and tangled, and his jacket is smeared with grease. He nearly turns out of his own skin at the sight of you. Who are you? Are you part of the communion? Is it going to take me back? Please, no, I don't want to go back. He spits and claws at the air in front of him, as if fighting off an invisible attacker. All the while, his eyes are locked onto you. No, it isn't safe. The spirits, it's not safe. Calm down. There are no spirits. They're gone. The hallway's empty. Empty? Yes, empty. All empty is empty without communion, but safe. You say it's safe? His eyes go wide. It's safe! I can return to communion? He breaks into a ridiculous grin. I must go now. Yes, communion awaits! Okay. Weird. That was surprisingly easy. Anything in here? No. You know, I actually just realized I have a doctor's appointment on August 10th. I completely forgot about that. Well, let's go downstairs and talk to that spirit guy. Let's go and talk to those squatters. Maybe we can at least tell them now that they're safe, they can go back home. Maybe the spirit's gone at least. Second floor. I'll go talk with those squatters, then I'll call it. I mean, I definitely feel like it's I mean, we've already extended the episode as long as we can. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a little bit because I'm getting used to the 30-minute episodes. Franz! Hello again, friend. What can I do for you? About those spirits? Yes. Is it safe? I've doubled the spirits for you. It's safe now. Thank you. Thank you so much. There aren't many people left that put themselves in danger to help a bunch of strangers. So, about that password? Oh, yes, of course. The password is Shark Tank. Don't ask me why. Once again, you are truly a wonderful person. Come on, everyone. These kind people made our home safe again. Let's go home. I'm so glad to finally go home. You've been so kind. Thank you. Thank you so much. You've been so kind. Thank you. Helping people. That's what I do. Shark Tank. Oh, press the intercom button. The panel buzzes, then a nasal voice pours through the speaker. Password, Shark Tank. The door unlocked with a click. Open door. Jenny! A middle-aged woman with chocolate-colored skin and shoulder-length dreadlocks looks up from her PDA with a start. She's decked out in a form-fit body armor, and a flash, her assault rifle goes from slung to hell at the ready. Who the hell are you? How did you get in the password? I asked politely. There isn't enough of that in this world, don't you think? She gestures to her with a rifle. Cut the shit and start talking. What do you want and why are you here? Parsons sent me. He wants his hardware back. She shakes her head violently. No way! Those parts are keeping us online. And not just us, but everyone with a new in this hole. Foster can keep running his ridiculous little cult just fine with what he's got. But us, we're the only Matrix connection that these people have. Look, those parts can't be irreplaceable. Let me take a look at your terminal. Maybe we can figure something out? Alright, the terminal's in the back room. Go take a look, but if you try to rip us off, you're gonna regret it. I really don't want to screw with these guys. I mean, I really helped out Janet. I'm trying to be nice. The hacker's terminal has been clearly cobbled together using whatever parts they could find. In spite of this, it's a remarkably impressive piece of machinery. Studying the terminal, it takes almost no time to identify the components that Parsons sent for you to find. Examine the terminal to see if the signal converter can be removed without disabling it. At the moment, it is impossible to remove the part without disabling the terminal. The converter is required so that the signal the terminal sends can be interpreted by the data jack of its user. Perhaps a more common part could be modified. The converter is a pretty specialized piece of hardware, but a data jack impulse transmitter is widely available piece of equipment and could be converted to work in its place. We need to find one of those then. Janet? So, what'd you find? Looks like the part that you borrowed from Parson is acting as your data check signal converter. I think I can cobble you a replacement, but I'll need a signal regulator to modify. And you don't seem to have any spares on hand. Her eyes wide. You could do that? Jerry, we're going for us? That'd be amazing! Don't get too excited, love. We still need the part. I bet you could get one from Carl down on the ground floor. No one else around here would have anything like that. She checks herself. Well, except for Parson, of course. He's got more replacement parts than he knows what to do with. Alright, I see what I can find. But I'll call it here for today. Pretty long episode by my standards, but I think we're doing pretty well. Next time on... I'm Dragon King Mark, and next time on Let's Play Shadowrun Dragonfall Director's Cut, we're gonna, well, help out Janet, hopefully get access to the 3rd floor, and hopefully take out Trithemius. Then we go down to the basement floor and take out Apex. If you guys like what you all saw, leave a like. Hit the like button, leave a comment down below, hit the subscribe button, the bell icon to stay notified, and I'll see all of you next time. Laters.